All right, YouTube, what I got for you today is a quarter hex drive screwdriver handle made by Vessel. It's one of my favorite drivers I've used. I keep it in my tool tote at work. I also keep a second one on my EDC backpack. It's usually a backpack I carry with me for keeping it in my car, or even taking it with me to work, and then it goes under my desk, that kind of thing. And I'll show you a couple of things that I use in combination with this driver, but it is one of my favorite drivers, favorite handle shapes. There it is. There we go. It is a versatile driver handle, and you can get a lot of torque out of it because of the shape that it has. So it's very very multifunctional, very nice to use. My industry in manufacturing, machine building, integration. I deal with a couple of different type of fasteners. I don't want to say a huge majority, because it's generally going to be your smaller flatheads, your smaller Phillips, your metric Allens normally, sometimes star bit or sometimes safety bit, and I'll show you what I added to my Vessel kit to account for that. Also, another kit that I carry in my backpack, EDC generally, in combination with the Vessel. So I don't want to talk to you too much about it up here. I'm going to take you down to the table. We'll get a closer look into it, deep dive into it, and I'll tell you what I like about it. I think these are great screwdriver, hex drive handles, and they're not very expensive either, which is nice. So let's dive down, get into it, and we'll go from there. All right, so here we are. This is it. This is the kit. I'll probably show you in a thumbnail before we get to this point in the video, but this is the Vessel quarter hex drive screwdriver handle. Thankfully, this one is in Boston here. You can see the the letters. There we go. They kind of wear out pretty quick, whatever they put here. It doesn't hold up very well. As you can see, they are made in Japan, but I bought them on Amazon. I bought two because I bought this one first. This one comes with these three bits here. Very nice bits. You got a 1 Phillips, a 3 Phillips, this PZ2 and PZ3 drive, odd shaped kind of driver, don't really use that one, and then your 2 flat and your 2 Phillips, so kind of your most common one there for just normal screwdriver things. I really enjoyed this kit a lot, and I'll show you some of the things I was using with it to get the most out of it. But the shape is what sold me at first. I mean, you can get a ton of torque out of these things just because of the shape. I really, really like it. This one, however, is a little different than this one. This one has a steel strike cap on it, and it's actually steel shank drive all the way through. I don't really intend on ever striking this thing, but it adds a very nice weight in comparison to just the plastic driver with probably just a short steel insert. But I figure for higher torque kind of situations where I'm really trying to break stuff loose with this would probably hold up better long term. Not sure. I've only had these about 6-8 months at this point. I'd really enjoy them. Part of the reason why I'm making a video about them, I think more people should know about them and use them. They're freaking awesome. So this part of the kit, you don't get this right out of the gate with buying either of these. Like this one, for instance, you just get that, which is nice. It's a number 2 size screwdriver, and it's a really nice long driver. It's a really nice screwdriver, but that's it. That's all you get with this one. You also, I believe it was with this kit. I'll link all the pieces in the description below, so if anybody's interested, they can pick it up. But this guy here is another Vessel branded piece for this set. It's actually an additional magnet, and it helps add extra magnetism to the bits. The bits are already pretty magnetized, but this gives you a lot of extra oomph to it, which is pretty cool, because then you can add it to any hex drive. Actually, it doesn't have to be Vessel branded stuff, which is, you know, that's a nice feature. So back to this kit, that's how I have this set up, right? I keep this guy in there, I keep the magnet on there just in case I want it, and then I keep this attached to there just like that, and that's how it sits in my tool tote that I carry with me. Now these are metric Allens, and I absolutely love using these. You can already see they get a fair amount of use, a little bit of worn on them, but with how much torque you can get out of this handle, I can break these size metric Allens easy, break them loose and do what I need to do. And you know, it's a nice spinner handle, break it loose, twist it out, you're good to go, and it's magnetized so you don't drop bits anywhere. I do very much enjoy using this kit. Now I added extra things to this because I wanted it to be a all-in-one as much as possible for my style of work. So what I added, one of the key ones, was this long flathead. Now this isn't Vessel branded. I found this on Amazon as well. This Broppy, not even sure how you say it. This was a necessary addition because this is how I adjust a lot of proc switches and sensors and things. They all have this really, really small flathead. I believe it's a number 1. And the key is that the shank continues on at that size, so you get the depth. A lot of electronics, a lot of things you might need to adjust in that realm, especially in panels and cabinets, is they have a deeper flathead, so you need to have a thin shank to get to it. So that works great. The only thing that bums me out is I couldn't find one with a long enough hex shank to not be buried in this. It's kind of got a little stopper there, ball detent there, but if you put any pressure, you're going to go to the bottom. So I just generally load it all the way into the bottom and use it. Works great. I enjoy it. Let's see. Next ones were just kind of the same idea. I don't know. This was also a Vessel branded Phillips. Let's see if I can roll it into there. Maybe you can see it. There we go. These were also Vessel branded. Same idea. Nice skinny Phillips shank for any those electronics that require you to be able to kind of get deeper in before you can adjust and change things. This is nice for that. Again, I wish it was a longer hex. If you don't put pressure on it, it stops there, but I generally just load it all the way in and go to town. Very, very functional kit. I enjoy it immensely. Use it all the time. The only time I really can't use it is when I step up bigger than this. I have to break stuff loose with maybe cheaters or a ratchet plus an Allen key socket or something like that. But day to day, I can get away with this, and it reduces a lot of extra tools I have to carry in my tote all the time. Now this thing, it came with the Vessel bits. They call it like a bits belt, and it actually has this slot here so it can go on your belt. That seems absolutely useless to me. I just use it as a holder for the whole kit. Now another thing I added was this SATA Kit. Now the thing that's cool about this is you get your safety bits, your Torx safeties, your normal Torx, normal flatheads, Phillips, all that. You even get some metric hex drives. I don't really use those seeing as I have these, but this little driver fits in that great. Gets really nice and sturdy, and then now you can use Torx with this, and it becomes just a nice screwdriver handle for this kit. I've used this quite a bit for the Torx and the safeties whenever I run into them. So this for me is super functional, and it's again another just thing to throw in my tote if I need any of these, if I come across any of these and any of the safety electronics or anything like that. This works great. It's a really, really nice combo. Now that, I'll link that in the description as well. It's just a SATA branded kit off of Amazon. Now, the one that people really, really like, and I find that this actually works great together, is the Icon micro ratchet set, flex ratchet set. I really enjoy this kit too. This doesn't go in my tool tote. This stays in my EDC bag that I've mentioned before. And I really, really like having this on me because it gives me the chance to use quarter drive sockets really in a really small application, and a nice kit. It's got your safeties, your flats, your hexes. It's even got a couple standard hexes, your Phillips. Really, really nice kit. Now, one thing that having this in my bag as well with this is that I can use their driver extender in this and get a really nice screwdriver handle for any of this. If I have sockets on me, you can throw that in. Now you got a socket driver. Obviously your flatheads, your Phillips, your hexes. This becomes a really, really nice driver handle, and it's not taking up a ton of extra space to carry that, but it gives you an actual like tool handle that can do a good amount of work. Especially, I mean, anything automotive you got to tighten up or something like that, something you need a quick anything you would need these little tools for, this is going to handle it great. Now, of course, this is a great kit by itself because of the T-handle application and things like that. Also, extension. I really enjoy this kit as well. But I think having both just flushes out anything else. I mean, it's a really nice multi kind of piece kit. and it's all relatively small footprint, especially if you already carry a tote or a bag um, that has, you know, ample room for this kind of stuff. So yeah, that is my, I don't know, my sales pitch for why I think people should be using Vessel. Don't sleep on the brand. Really high quality stuff. It holds up really nice. I use it in a professional build and manufacturing environment, and these things hold up. These tools are made out of, uh, to me, seems to be very nice steel. Um, yeah, I would recommend this kit. Absolutely. Again, I'll put all the links in the description below. So if this is something you guys are interested in, you can check it out. Hopefully you are. I'm passionate about it. I really like this kind of stuff, especially because I haven't heard of this brand or seen this style of handle really, other than maybe like an all or a pick or something like that would have handles like this. But to see it in a hex drive like this, super cool. Really enjoy it. Vessel's also got other screwdriver handles. They got some ratchet ones. There's one specifically I want to check out. You know, maybe once I buy that, I'll make a video about that too. See if I like it or not. I'm sure I will. Just this handle shape alone, that is a big selling point to me. I actually plan on, this is going to be a future video. I plan on designing and 3D printing some of these handles for socket extensions, and I'll show you guys that, you know, once we get there. But that's going to be super cool. But that's it for now. Checking out.